everyone, this is me, E3simmer, and welcome back to another video. So, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. This build footage is at least a year, like 2 years old at this point. I built this ages ago and I forgot about it. And honestly, it's actually kind of one of my favorite builds, and I don't know why. It's unique, I think, at least unique to me. I don't really I like this is one of the first times that I actually started like playing around with roof shapes and different kind of styles and things in different shapes than just what you would expect. Like this house is kind of I think I built it like right before Halloween or something like that, or maybe it was when a pack came out. I honestly don't remember. It's been 2 years. But I was just really in the like kind of witchy farm vibes. And so I I just wanted to build kind of like a tiny cabin out in the woods, but for like a witch, I guess. um and so it ends up being, honestly, I don't remember what it ends up looking like. I vaguely do. It is on my gallery if you are interested and you do end up wanting to download it. It is available on the gallery in The Sims 4. Um, that's just under my normal username, E3simmer, and that is available for download as well as a bunch of my other builds because honestly, I don't record everything that I build, but I almost always upload the things that I build. And so there's a whole backlog going back a couple of years worth of just different builds and things on there. Um, and then here, so what am I doing? I'm still working on the roof. I remember I had a lot of trouble with this roof. It was just a pain in the butt for whatever reason. And then also, I think I pretty much exclusively used cottage living for the windows and the doors. Um, except they're the outside, the like siding on the house. That I want to say is from Get Together. No, not Get Together. The new one. It's not even new. Oh my God. Okay. So my brain, I am very scatterbrained today, and so I apologize that none of this is making sense. However, this is a tiny home residential, and so that's kind of cool because that like your Sims will gain skills and things faster, which I do think is pretty applicable for this lot because it is kind of it ends up being very farm-ish. And so I end up putting out like a chicken coop, and I think I put a like one of those livestock houses for like the llamas and cows and things. Oh, and here I am going into debug. I think this is I didn't used to use debug very often, and this is probably one of the first times that I did use it. Um, because I think I got super into like Halloween and like kind of more witchy fall builds around this time. And so I think I was in debug a lot because I wanted pumpkins and things like that. And there's not really any options for that outside of debug, outside of like the base game. Um, yeah, I remember now. I covered this place in pumpkins. Yep, very Halloween build. Um, which is funny because I decided to do this video to edit and finally upload this because I am in a huge Halloween kick right now, and it's just like the only thing that I can think about. And I got decorations a couple of weeks ago, like the first couple of days into September, because I was just so ready for Halloween, and I still am. I just wish that the weather was reflecting the spirit that I am in. I'm I've already started wearing my more like fall clothing and things and my more cozy items, although it's still 80 degrees most of the time because it's only September, but that is okay because I'm also so ready to start putting up Halloween decorations. But again, I'm trying to wait just a little bit longer so that it's more socially acceptable. Um, because I do, in fact, live with my husband, and we live in a very like cookie cutter neighborhood, and so there's lots of houses very close together, and I don't want to start annoying my neighbors with my Halloween antics yet. I will soon. Not yet though. Um, but honestly, I really like how this like interior came out. Um, because I love the color scheme, which is silly. Although, can we just acknowledge how annoying it is that they don't give us just solid swatches of things like wallpaper, for example? Because right there, right above the staircase, you have to have the like what's that called? Like board and batten trim along the bottom. You have to have that twice, like stacked on top of each other, and it's just kind of floating like that. Looks so dumb. I hate that. I just wish that we had solid swatches of all of the wallpapers, like without any trim and without like any board and batten or whatever, because I want to be able to layer them, especially when you have like fancy houses that use wallpaper. Most of the time, you're probably going to have like a two-story room or something where it's just open, and then you can't use a specific wallpaper or this or that because it has that double layer, and it looks so dumb. Like it just in this game it bothers me so much because it's like why can't we, and even too some of the like solid paint swatches and things don't have a matching swatch for just no trim. Because there's a couple of them, like the one from City Living, where it has, well, actually, it's a base game one, but then they added like the kind of rugged, like messed up one in City Living, where it's just like a solid paint and then like the wood trim on the bottom. Like that one, it is so hard to find a good, like just solid paint without trim that matches it nicely because it like doesn't it doesn't exist. We don't have any and it's so frustrating. And yeah, I think this is one of the first times that I used those little starlights. Cuz I love those. I use them so often in like all of my game, like in all of my builds, all of my gameplay, because I love them so much and I would have them in real life. I do have them in real life, not those ones specifically, but I do have twinkle lights up in my living room going across the ceiling, and they are stunning and beautiful, and I need to get more and hang them up around my house and just make everything cozy and happiness. But honestly, yeah, why not? Just make your home happy and something that you like. And yeah, I think it came out as a really cool house and it's a really cool build, and honestly, I think it is very beautiful and aesthetic, and I would live in this if I could. So anyways, getting back to the build here because I keep getting sidetracked. We've got about a minute, 2 minutes left of the build, and now we're finally getting to the outside. Here you can see I'm kind of decorating just a little bit of a sort of a patio area, I guess you could call it. It's not really a patio, but it's not a patio. It's just kind of like a side yard. Like the more like common space, I guess. Like you might hang out in that like front little area there next to the side door more often than like you would sit there and you'd read a book, you know? Whereas here in a moment when we get back to the outside, that area is more so for like animals and farms and gardens, which, yes, okay, here we are, we're going back to it. Okay, so this is me decorating the side yard, the more farm area, and as you can see there, I've got the area for the animals. I've got a livestock, cows, llamas, chickens. You've got the farm garden area there in the back. Put a little laundry rope line because I just think that's cool, and I love that little detail there with the fence because I think it kind of looks like a gate, and I think that looks really cool. And honestly, I kind of forgot that I did that, and I think it looks really nice. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And you know what? Happy fall, because I don't care. It's fall now. Bye, everyone.